Hey guys, this is Tracy Letono with Golden Norse Financial Coaching, and welcome to this week's Tracy's Tuesday Talks. Today I'm going to talk about one of Dave Ramsey's favorite topics of all time. I'm going to talk about debt, what it is, what it's not, and what the Bible says about it as well. So Dave Ramsey's pretty well known as the get out of debt guy. He's much more than that. He's also the building wealth guy, etc. But here's my perspective as well, and my perspective lines up pretty well with what he says too. So let's start off with, what is debt? Debt is essentially owing somebody money or favors, or basically when you have to pay back something to somebody else because you borrowed it, whether that be financial or favors, anything really. A lot of people in our society in America today view debt as a tool, and I personally don't agree with that. Debt is not a tool. Actually, the Bible talks more about finances and than almost any other topic. There are 2,300 verses about finances, and 11 of Jesus's 39 parables have to do with finances. So what does the Bible say about debt? The Bible says in Romans 13:8, "Let no debt remain outstanding except the continuing debt of love to one another." Proverbs 22:7, "The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender." And then Proverbs 22 verses 26 through 27 says, "Do not be one of those who shakes hands and pledge," meaning being a cosigner, or shaking hand and pledge also means, hey, I'm going to pay you back. No, do not be one of those who shakes his hands in a pledge, one of those who is surety or cosigner for debts. If you have nothing with which to pay, why would he take away your bed from under you? When you are in debt, when you owe somebody your paycheck, essentially, you are essentially that person's slave. Borrower is slave to the lender. No matter what happens in your circumstances, if you lose your job, if you get sick, if something happens and your financial situation changes, you still owe that person that payment, whether that be a car payment, whether that be a mortgage payment. Student loans are in deferment, but typically a student loan payment, payment to friends or family, you still owe them that money. And when you are debt-free, when you don't have any debt at all, you have financial freedom. You have the ability to have choices. Your biggest wealth building tool is your income. And what debt does is it takes away your income to make sure that you are presently paying for past purchases or situations. So a lot of people who see debt as a tool are under the misconception that debt's a good thing. Debt is not a good thing. In fact, the credit bureaus are pretty much, and the credit card companies are some of the biggest marketing geniuses in the world, because what do? They say, oh, you have to be in debt to get a better credit score so you can borrow more debt at a cheaper interest rate. Let me share a story with you. In 2019, my father-in-law took his own life, and because we were debt-free, my husband was able to take 4 months off of work to be able to recover from that. Because we were debt-free, we had the option, we had the choice, we could make the choice to be able to give him some time to recoup and to heal. If we had a car payment, which we've had, if we would have had credit card payments, which we've had, he would have been forced to work because borrower is slave to the lender. Debt takes away not only your income, it takes away your time, it takes away your opportunities, it takes away the ability for you to make choices for yourself because you owe somebody else something, because you owe them your income. My friends, I know that this is a topic that is very countercultural. We hear over and over how great debt is, how debt can be used as a tool. But I have helped client after client after client get control of their finances. And the second thing we work on after creating a budget is becoming debt-free. And the ones who are debt-free have a weight lifted off of their shoulders. They don't have to worry about credit card miles or airline miles on a credit card. They don't have to worry about points or cash back. They're free. And because they're free, their income is available to them to give them choices and options to do what they want to in their life. Thank you for joining me on Tracy's Tuesday Talks. I would love to have a conversation with you about where you're at in your financial situation and how we can work together, create a roadmap for you to become debt-free so you can have choices and options and control of your own future. Private message me for a complimentary consultation. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.